Hello everyone. I hope the last two videos on the three poisons that spoil relationships has helped you. And we are back with the third to share the third poison which can spoil relationship. Now the third poison is actually jealousy and ego. Both go hand in hand. How? That is what we will discuss today. Now let us understand what is ego first. So in a relationship, ego is nothing but you want love from someone, you want that the other person gives you attention, or you want to talk to that person, but sometimes we don't want to say it because we don't want to be the first person to put it across. Now sometimes little humility, especially if you want something from a relationship, there is no harm in doing that. I have seen, there are many people who come for like counseling sessions or for courses in our center, and I've seen people, there are couples at times, they say, no, I want to go out with my spouse, I want to do this with my spouse, but my husband never asks me for it, or my wife never asks me for it. Now sometimes we just wait that the other person will put up that demand, which is already a demand in your head. So sometimes I wonder, what is the harm in just saying that, can I please have this? I would love to go out with you. Now imagine if somebody tells this to you, how would you feel? If somebody just comes up and said, hey, I feel like spending some time with you, can we go out? I feel like talking to you right now, can we just spend some time together? Saying this, but without irritation, without anger, without criticism, and also making sure that you say it just because it's your need. Sometimes when ego settles in, we don't want to say it, but we expect totally that other person should say it and then I will say yes. And sometimes we don't even say yes immediately. We want that other person to plead and ask at least 2 times, 3 times, and then we want to get back to it. So this actually becomes a very big poison in a relationship. There is absolutely no harm in putting up a request. If you want something from some other person, there is no harm in being humble, putting up a request. Remember, not with anger, not with irritation, because that is poison number 2. Just putting it up with humility and giving a choice to the other person to take a call. Okay. Now this also coincides with jealousy. How? Now let us first understand what jealousy is. So jealousy is in a simple way, not being happy when some relationship of yours is becoming more successful or going little ahead of you. So sometimes, in a relationship, it in fact happens even in spouses, or you will see happening it between 2 brothers or 2 sisters or siblings or competitors in business. Sometimes internally you feel that what if this person goes ahead, what will happen to me? This is nothing but enviousness or jealousy, and then internally we don't want that person to move ahead and don't want that person to do well in life. Now of course, if you are thinking that other person should not do well in life, that energy between the two of you obviously starts creating a poison in between. So slowly, the ego will start coming in. The enviousness is actually a very big poison, because that makes you actually sow a seed of not wanting the other person to go ahead in life. So how does this happen in relationships? Like, I will just share a small example of a couple, just as an example. So once I met a couple. So actually in that couple, sometimes if the husband is very, very successful and is very, very busy with something, the wife would get upset, thinking that she is going to be left out. What if my husband goes too ahead in life? Now with this feeling inside, she would feel irritable, she would feel angry. Also the ego starts coming in, that I want the attention of my husband, but I don't want to ask for it. Oh, he's too busy for me, he's too this for me. So such statements start coming out. These statements also come out because, at least for a certain amount of time in the past, the poison of ego and the poison of jealousy has been going into the relationship, which comes out as, why should I say this? Why should I go this? Oh, I suppose there is, with this couple, the problem they would also face is, suppose there is a success party happening for the husband. The wife would feel that, why should I go? I don't want to go. I don't want to support you. So slowly, you stop supporting. Now, it is also important that we need to be sensitive to the people around and also make them feel that they are not being left out. So it goes both hand in hand. Make sure that we walk together. There will always be times when one person is doing little well, other person is not doing so well. So those are little sensitive moments where let the ego not come in, where we don't express each other. let the jealousy not come in, so that we start feeling uncomfortable with each other. So let's make sure that we keep ourselves away from this poison, because this can create tremendous amount of distance between a relationship. Okay, so here we come to the closing of the three poisons. So to summarize, the first poison was criticism, and criticism on the mental level. Mentally, not nagging, not criticizing, not finding faults in somebody constantly. So that is the first poison that we should avoid in putting in our relationship. The second poison was anger and irritation, making sure that we don't remove the anger irritation of people outside and dumping it on our loved and near and dear ones. Sometimes people have like an argument with a cab driver maybe, and they come and remove their irritation on their spouse or on their children. So these are very small things, but these are also certain things which start adding poison. So that's poison number 2. And poison number 3 is ego and jealousy, which we need to stay away from, which can create tremendous amount of distance in two people. So here we end with our this series on 3 poisons. We will come back soon next week with a new topic, with new inspiration. So stay tuned. Watch this space every Friday for a new inspiration, a new video to help you touch lives, to help our lives become better. And that is our sole motive, that this small activity of ours if this can help you, and if you think that this is helping you, do not forget to like, comment, share and spread the word across. See you soon.